Welcome to the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. This is the fourth session of the Unit 6, that is torsion of shafts. In the last two sessions, we have solved some numericals on solid circular shafts. In today's session, we'll solve some problems on the uh, uh, hollow shafts, that is, by replacing the shaft. Sometimes it is required to replace a solid shaft by a hollow one or vice versa. In such cases, some conditions are required. In some cases, the torque transferred by the new shaft should be equal to that by the replaced shaft. And sometimes some other certain conditions are also to be considered while designing the new shafts. So on the replacing a shaft, we will solve some of the problems. A solid steel shaft of 60 diameter is to be replaced by a steel shaft of the same material with internal diameters equal to half of the external diameter. Then find the diameter of the hollow shaft and shaving in material if the maximum allowable shear stress is same for both the shafts. A solid steel shaft of 60 diameter is to be replaced by a hollow one, and internal diameter of the hollow shaft is half of the external diameter. So except the diameter of the solid shaft, no other data are given. But the condition here in this problem is, so the maximum allowable shear stress is same for both the shafts. The condition of torque transmitted should be same in both the shafts. So therefore, first we will write down the given data. So diameter, let D is the diameter of the solid shaft, and that is equal to 60 mm. And for hollow shaft, DO is the outside diameter and DI is the inside diameter, that is equal to half of the external diameter. So therefore that is equal to 0.5 DO, that is 0.5 into external diameter. That tau is the shear stress developed in both the shafts, that is same for both the shafts. For solid shaft, we know that the torque transmitted is T is equal to pi by 16 tau into D cube, that is equal to pi by 16 tau into 60 cube, that is the diameter of the shaft is given for the solid shaft, so that is pi by 16 into tau into 60 cube. For hollow shaft, so the torque transmitted by the hollow shaft is pi by 16 DO into tau into DO raised to 4 minus DI raised to 4. And therefore pi by 16 DO into tau into DO raised to 4 minus 0.5 DO raised to 4, because internal diameter is half of the external diameter. So that can be simplified as pi by 16 DO into tau into DO raised to 4 is taken outside the bracket, and inside the bracket 1 minus 0.0625, that is 0.5 to the power of 4 is 0.0625. So therefore pi by 16 into tau into 0.9375 DO cube. So the torque transferred by the solid shaft is considered as the equation 1, and this is the equation 2. Now, since the torque transmitted and the allowable shear stress in both the cases is same, therefore equating equation 1 and 2. So pi by 16 tau into 60 cube is equal to pi by 16 into tau into 0.9375 DO cube. So therefore pi by 16 and tau gets cancelled with pi by 16 and tau, and therefore 60 cube is equal to 0.9375 DO cube. So therefore DO cube is equal to 60 cube divided by 0.9375, that is 2,30,400, and therefore DO is equal to 61.3 mm, and the internal diameter is half of the external diameter, that is 61.3 divided by 2, that is equal to 30.65 mm. Then saving in material. So as you know that percentage saving in material is the difference in area of the solid shaft with the uh, area of the hollow shaft divided by area of the solid shaft into 100, that is AS minus AH divided by AS into 100, where AS is the cross sectional area of the solid shaft and AH is the cross sectional area of the hollow shaft. So we can calculate the cross sectional area for both the shafts separately, as we know that a cross sectional area for the solid shaft is pi by 4 into d square. So therefore pi by 4 into 60 square, that is equal to 2827.8 mm square, and area of the cross sectional area of the hollow shaft is pi by 4 into do square, external diameter square minus internal diameter square, that is equal to pi by 4 into 61.3 square minus 30.65 square. So the area of the, that is cross sectional area of the hollow shaft is 2213.75 mm square. So by substituting the value of AS and AH in the above equation, so we can calculate the percentage saving in material. So therefore percentage saving in material is equal to 2827.8 minus 2213.75 divided by 2827.8 into 100. It will comes out to be 21.7%. So therefore by replacing the solid shaft by a hollow one, we can save around 21.7% of material. Next problem. A solid shaft of 80 mm diameter is to be replaced by a hollow shaft of external diameter 100 mm. Determine the internal diameter of the hollow shaft if the same power is to be transmitted by both the shafts at the same angular velocity and shear stress. So the conditions given are so the power transmitted by both the shaft is same and the material is also same, and that is having the same angular velocity and also the material is same. That means shear stress is same for both the shafts. So therefore diameter of the solid shaft D is equal to 80 mm and diameter of the hollow shaft, that is external diameter of hollow shaft, DO is equal to 100 mm, and it is required to calculate the internal diameter of the hollow shaft. As you know that for solid shaft, torque transmitted T is equal to pi by 16 tau into d cube, that is equal to pi by 16 tau into AT cube. We call this equation as 1. And for hollow shaft, the torque transmitted is pi by 16 do into tau into do raised to 4 minus dr raised to 4. So therefore pi divided by 16 into 100 into tau into 100 raised to 4 minus dr raised to 4. Call this equation as 2. As the torque transmitted and shear stress is same for both the shafts, therefore equating equation 1 and 2. So therefore pi by 16 tau into AT cube, that is equal to pi by 16 into 100 into tau into 100 raised to 4 minus dr raised to 4. So there pi by 16 and into tau and pi by 16 into tau gets cancels. Therefore AT cube is equal to, in the left hand side, AT cube remains. AT cube is equal to 100 raised to 4 minus dr raised to 4 divided by 100. So therefore 100 into AT cube is equal to 100 raised to 4 minus dr raised to 4. So therefore it is 51 lakh 5 crore 12 lakh is equal to, so this is 10 crore minus dr raised to 4. So therefore dr raised to 4 is equal to 512,000,000 minus, or dr raised to 4 is equal to, so this dr raised to 4 will be brought in the left hand side and 512 will be 512,000,000 will comes in the right hand side. So therefore so the dr raised to 4 is equal to 488,000,000. So therefore di is equal to 83.58 mm. Therefore internal diameter is equal to 83.58 mm. Next problem. A hollow shaft is required to transmit 300 kilowatt at 90 rpm. The permissible shear stress in the shaft is 60 Newton per mm square, and the maximum torque transmitted exceeds the mean by 20%. the internal diameter is half of the external diameter, then find the internal diameter and external diameter of the shaft. First we'll write down the given data. As the P is equal to 300 kilowatt, N is 90 RPM, and the shear stress is 60 Newton per mm square, and the maximum torque is 25% more than the T mean, therefore 1.25 times the T mean. So internal diameter is half of the external diameter for the hollow shaft, therefore D by 2, that is equal to 0.5 D. So as first we have to calculate the mean torque, and then we have to calculate the maximum torque, then we can use that torque maximum torque for calculating the diameter of the shafts. As you know that P is equal to 2 pi n T mean divided by 60,000 kilowatt. So therefore T mean is equal to 60,000 into P divided by 2 pi n. So by substituting the value of P and n, we can calculate the mean torque, that is 31,826.86 Newton meter, and T maximum is equal to 1.25 times the T mean, therefore 1.25 into 31826.86, that is equal to 39,783.6 Newton meter. Convert this Newton meter into Newton mm. So therefore T maximum is equal to 39,783.6 into 10 raised to 3 Newton mm. So after calculating the maximum torque, we know that the torque transmitted by the hollow shaft is T maximum is equal to pi by 16 D into D outside diameter raised to 4 minus internal diameter raised to 4 into tau. So therefore T maximum is equal to pi by 16 D into tau into external capital D raised to 4 minus 0.5 D raised to 4, because internal diameter is half of the external diameter. So therefore it will be pi by 16 into 60 into D cube. So that 1D gets cancelled with the D raised to 4. Therefore D cube remains 1 minus 0.0625. So after simplification, so it will be maximum torque is equal to pi by 16 into 60 into 0.9375 D cube. So therefore that is comes out to be 11.05 D cube. And therefore, so as you know that the maximum torque is 39,783.6 into 10 raised to cube, that is equal to 11.05 D cube. So therefore D cube is equal to, so 39,783.6 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 11.05. So therefore we can have the diameter, that is external diameter for the hollow shaft as 153.3 mm, and the internal diameter is half of the external diameter, that is equal to 76.6 mm. So some of the multiple choice questions are: the polar moment of inertia of a hollow shaft of diameter d and the internal diameter small d is given by A is equal to pi by 8 into d raised to 4 minus small d square, B is equal to pi by 16 d raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4, pi by 32 into d raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4, and pi by 64 into capital D raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4. The correct answer is pi by 32 into d raised to 4 minus small d raised to 4. Answer is C. Next question. Two shafts A and B are made up of same material. The diameter of the shaft A is D and that of B is D by 2. The strength of a shaft B will be dash times that of the shaft A. 1 by 8, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, so 1 by 16. So by writing the equation for the torque transmitted for the shaft A, that is pi by 16 d cube into tau, and for the shaft B, the diameter is d by 2, therefore pi by 16 tau into d by 2 raised to cube. So since the torque transmitted is same for both the shaft and same material is there, therefore tau is same for both the shaft. So therefore by equating that equation, both the equation, we will have the strength of shaft B will be 1 by 8 times the strength of shaft A. The answer is A. Two shafts A and B made up of same material. The shaft A is of diameter D and shaft B is of diameter D2. I think same question has been repeated. So here the options are different. The strength of the shaft B will be that dash times that of shaft A, 1/4, 1/8, 1/2. The question may be, the options may be given like that also, 1/8, 1/2, 4 times. So the answer is B, 1/8. Next, two shafts A and B have the same material. The shaft A is solid of diameter 100 mm. The shaft B is hollow with outer diameter 100 mm and inner diameter 50 mm. The torque transmitted by shaft B is dash times as that of the shaft A. So here this problem is also similar to the previous question. So you calculate the torque transmitted by the solid shaft by putting the diameter as 100 mm and torque transmitted by the solid hollow shaft by putting the external diameter as 100 mm and internal diameter as 50 mm. So we'll have the answer, that is D is the right answer. You work out that problem. So when two shafts of same length, one of which is hollow, transmit equal torques and have equal maximum stress, then they should have equal polar moment of inertia, polar modulus, diameter, angle of twist. Then the answer is equal polar modulus. So this is the end of the fourth session.